Guys, I don't know about you, but I am so proud of President Ramaphosa. He was a statesman from the onset and throughout. He had political clarity. He had a diplomatic suave that I haven't seen since the likes of President Mandela. He was inclusive, and amidst the chaos and the noise, he was a clear and sober voice. And that's really all you want from a head of state. Somebody who stands on principle and stands on business. And President Ramaphosa, throughout this entire debacle, he did just that. I am so proud of him. I'm so proud of the presidency. I'm so proud of the efforts of government in this instance and how they ran this event. Top job, a stellar job, guys. I know we can sometimes have our issues, but I think credit must be given where credit is due. And he was just absolutely phenomenal throughout this entire ordeal. Kudos to you, Mr. President.
Well done, Cyril Ramaphosa. Congratulations ngikhosta i-G20 ibe impumelelo. Baningi la bafisa ukuthi ingaphumeleli ngaphandle nabakhona la ekhaya. Uyathi kubhlungu ukuthi ube nemntwana longeva and kubhlungu kakhulu nangabe lo mntwana aveta buhlonga ndlebe noma kunetivakashi njengaloku bekwentiwa idudula itoyitoya. Yebo vele le itoyitoyela kuvalid but i-timing be wrong perhaps. Wow, kumele sibambane sonke ngoba sonke sima host na host eSouth Africa kusho kona ukuthi hosta mina khosta wena perhaps. Wow, usiprovele ukuthi uyileader wathembi lo into leyithembisile uyifezile awufani na Brown Mohoti lothe lokhala amadoda nayo fika commission but uhlulekile wakhalisa amadoda kwakhala yena akhala ngamancapha no ufuna amancapha tinyawo takhe tibhlungu wabuya lapha wathi no yena akadalwa ngo1979 utalwe ngo1977 muntu aphike iminyaka yakhe ngiyacala kubona umuntu lolela kubamdzala waze waphika inyanga letalwe ngayo wathi akadalwa ngo-August utalwe ngo-September perhaps. Wow, but wena usiprovelile ukuthi uyakhona ukudeliver uyileader. Siyabonga kakhulu mphathi wethu Cyril Ramaphosa. Sithi sicisini kubo sesi labajwayele ukulala nabo lomdzala bathi hayi alile ama president ali athi yo thina sithanze mawewe yeni no babhampile labo sesibenu perhaps. Wow,
South Africa, Ninjani Bazalwane, can we agree to disagree? And Mina, I'm agreeing to say Ramaphosa said, throw your tantrums around when I Donald Trump, but not in my house, not in my party. And because G20 is here in South Africa, we will continue with or without you. This is what you teach people that think ukuthi without them things cannot continue. You must show people ukuthi yes, you hold them at a high regard, you respect them and you see them, but it does not mean life stops when they are not around. Lesson from Ramaphosa.
You know what's funny? We've been lied to by the ANC government and Ramaphosa for the past 30 years, to an extent that we are celebrating a meeting, one successful meeting of the G20. One stand of bravery, just because Ramaphosa stood firm against the bully. We are celebrating Leon Dole. How can we celebrate a man for doing his job? Kanti, what is the job description of a president? This is what happens when someone lies too much, deceives the country too much. Just one act of truth is worth celebrating in South Africa. What about the pala US dollars? Are you forgetting? Ramaphosa sold South Africa even before 1994. And Shem, I'm starting to believe Guti Tata really didn't know anything. He was just a skeleton, Shem. Ramaphosa earned his nickname before 1994, the negotiator. What was de Klerk referring to? If Ramaphosa keeps all his promises, everything will be pashash. Everything will be good. Everything will be superlative. We are being played. Ramaphosa is using this G20 summit to campaign for the ANC coming elections. We are being played, South Africa. Let's focus. Let us focus, South Africa. Ramaphosa, there's so much he has done to damage our country. La. Hey, G20 this, G20 that. Have you ever seen foreign investment in bringing wealth to a country? Foreign investment only brings job opportunities kuphela. Only a minority benefit from leyo nto leyo. Tina, we want the means of production, economic freedom, manufacturing and the land. Not just some job opportunities. Our grandfathers were okay with that, not us. Our grandfathers were okay with a basic salary, not us. We want more than that, Tina. We want wealth. Foreign investment has never brought wealth to the local people of the country. How did China build their country? They believed in their locals. How did the Arabs build their country? They believed in their locals. Agaze kufika foreign investment la izoyenza abantu rich kuleyo country la. It brings opportunities for jobs kuphela. I'm not going to be played, man. And as South African youth, we are not indebted to the ANC team. We don't have RDPs, Soweto, Tina. ANC ayikazisakhela ama-RDP njengobogogo bethu. Let us focus.
Nansi into engifuna ukuthi siyilungise. I know ukuthi abantu abaningi bayitshela ukuthi lethu lena ihlangene khona umqondo abaphe kwawo. Taking from ilentuza ispeech esisho Ramaphosa, abantu bayitshela ukuthi hey no elabantu laba khona umqondo abaphezu kwawo babhizi nga something. No, akho umqondo la, akho lutho. Lalela ngitshela kwenzakalani. Nambona lona uyayizonda iSouth Africa bafethu. iAfrica in fact uyayizonda and uyayi-undermine. Do you know ukuthi abantu base-America isikhathi esiningi bayayi-undermine iAfrica. Bazokuthi abantu base-Africa, they are not worth a thing, and Africans, like country ase-Africa, awekho kuleso standard abakusona. So nansi ke into ayenzile uqale icampaign lo because leyo campaign leyo was against iSouth Africa ukuthi ihoste i-G20. So what there are bad things ezenzakala in Africa, and then that was a campaign, and he also went to other countries convince ukuthi mabangizi South Africa because there are bad things that are happening in South Africa. Unfortunately, those countries, they didn't listen to him. Bafika la South Africa kwi-G20 and kuyena kube buhlungu mebona ukuthi zonke lezi zinto ziyaqhubeka, and then started ukuthi akhuluma indaba zokuthi engeke zeze yena la eSouth Africa kwasha kwacima, and inhliziyo ibe buhlungu because ubonile ukuthi no lento lena iyaqhubeka, and waqhubeka noku-undermine iSouth Africa. Wazothumela ama-junior ukuthi awazokwenza i-handing over. Bekunguyixhaphaza kwakhona lokho, but uSeramaphosa wabafimi kuleyo nto leyo ukuthi no kwagogo ezolo ngeke ize yenzeke leyo nto leyo. So uyabona nje ukuthi the level of undermining ukuthi ingakanani, and now sebabona ukuthi no iSouth Africa iyaqhubeka and is doing just fine nalento nezinto abazenzayo, but akulungile bazoza bezokwenza bazofika nge-last day bazokwenza i-handing over. Sekufika ke ama-officials lawa okuyiwona vele engabe ayafika ama-seniors not ama-junior. So now bantu bazofika nge-last day. Still South Africa yathi no ngeke uzokubona lokho, bazobe bephula i-protocol because bona sebemakwe njengabantu aba-absent. Uyayibona lento leyo, awukwazi ukuthi umuntu absent and then bese uzothi wena uzofika nge-last day. Uyayibona lento leyo, that was good. That was a good step by South Africa. So hayi ukuthi guys kunomqondo abahlezi abaphe kwawo, awukho umqondo, awukho. iAmerica kuphela kufanele kungene lapha emqondweni wabo ukuthi iAfrica is changing and we are going to be in charge. Why? Because sinala ama-resources ama-leaders ethu afuna ukuncinga ngawo ko-America. Ibona basijwayeza ne-America ukuthi bathatha ama-resources ethu bawanika. In fact bona they are nothing without ama-resources ethu. Uyibona lento leyo. So angisho ukuthi uRamaphosa ngeke aze oba phela abantu abaningi bathi kuyafana usazohamba ayoncinga. Yeah, vele there is a possibility usazohamba ayoncinga because akuyona indoda esingayithemba. Remember ukuthi uRamaphosa is supporting a white monopoly capital. In fact, uyiweapon yabo abayisebenzisayo. It's only that uTrump undermine naye waze wabona. Do you remember ukuthi ngendlela ancenga ngakhona uRamaphosa? Remember ukuthi even last time uTrump ekhuluma yonke lento le wazama kaningi ukuthi afuna ukuxhumana naye because ufuna he wants to keep that relationship to be a western puppet ukuthi basebenzisa yena ekuthenini akwazi ukuthi enze imisebenzi yabo bona lonto le. So he went as far as eyakhona eAmerica wazama kaningi lokho ezama ukuhlangana naye ezama even nangabo Elon Musk uTrump engafuna ukukhuluma naye uyayibona into le uzobona ukuthi ngempela ayikho into ebahlanganisayo akamfuni uyena kuphela oncengayo walithola lelo thuba uma ubheka nje looking at that video he was sitting there kuloya sofa as a scared little boy encenga. In fact he was begging at him, we are going to give you our rare minerals. So I think that was an embarrassment. He was embarrassing himself. So let's start njengamanje. I think he did well this time around. And now sayabona ukuthi le ndoda leyana iyang-undermine by all means yabona, even though I worked for these guys emva kwesikhathi eside ngaka, but still lo muntu lona uyang-undermine just because u-undermine a country. So akukho abakuhlanganisayo, akukho okwangempela futhi. Yes, we can expect ukuthi uzoya futhi azame because yena faneke ayigcine leyo relationship ye character yakhe kubona, and we can see him going back vele ahambe azame ukuthi alungise izinto no Trump. Uyayibona lento, not that because khonto abayihlanganisayo, ayikho into abayihlanganisayo, uyena oncethezayo, uTrump akamfuni futhi.
So the G20 summit happened over the past, I want to say 48 to 72 hours. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, the United States had been trying to bully Ramaphosa, who is the president of South Africa, into basically having the G20 summit here in America, in which they made it perfectly clear, like, we've had it in America numerous times, and every time we have it in America, nothing actually gets accomplished. It's nothing more than a three-ring circus, and we are sick and tired of that shit. Like, we have stuff to do. So America decides, okay, well, since you're not going to come to my birthday party, I'm not going to come, since you don't want to have it in America, you're not invited to my birthday party. And Ramaphosa said, all right. And America said, well, we're going to boycott the G20 summit. And if y'all want to be my friend, y'all going to boycott it too. France showed up. Everybody else, they showed up. Everybody except America showed up. And guess what? They proceeded on like nothing had changed. That's what you get. Not quite the bully you thought you were, huh? Aw, it's okay. So during the G20 summit, they decided to move forward with Ukraine basically being strong-armed into taking the deal in which Russia would come out on top in the deal. So essentially, the United States put together a comprehensive deal in which Russia would get the upper hand, and a lot in the deal basically states that Russia gets, pretty much everything they already have and then some when it comes to the peace deal. And that was the only way, honestly, they were going to get Russia to sign said deal. Additionally, Ramaphosa gave a compelling speech, that of which I've had the beauty of being able to see on other people's accounts, but I think that a lot of people should watch his speech, in which he talks about how the days of America being the bully is over. Like, they're done. They're done with being pushed around. They're done with being treated as if they have to listen to them. We're done with being treated as if just because you may have more money that you get to treat other countries differently. Just because you have more support, you get to treat other countries differently, or just the simple fact that your skin color is different, you get to push everybody around. Those days are over. We are all equal. And making it a clear indication as to who the new leaders of the free world is. Now, guys, I think that we should also pay attention to the fact that South Africa is a part of BRICS. In fact, they're one of I'm pretty sure they're the S in BRICS. So it feels as if America stayed out of the G20 summit because they didn't want to agree to a lot of the things that they knew that they would have had to agree with and they would be outmanned and outnumbered on. Like America not being the leader anymore of the G20, not being the leader of the G7s or even the G5s. So at this point in time, seeing as though they all were on, the G20s were all on one accord except for America, it looks like things are quite literally shifting and changing. I mean, Ramaphosa came through swinging, setting the tone for the future that we're not going to tolerate your or Israel's bullshit. And moving forward, we have no problem leaving you out of any and all discussions regarding the entire world. You can be upset and you can be mad from over there, but we're going to move forward with our countries and we're going to do whatever we got to do to make sure everyone is taken care of and that our citizens are safe from here on out. What do you guys think? Now, there are some videos. It's approximately a 3-minute, 11-second video that is loaded onto YouTube that I feel like you guys should go ahead and take a look at of Ramaphosa's speech. If you just search the keywords Ramaphosa G20 Summit, it should populate of his ending speech and how compelling it was. But I think that this is a new dawn. It's a new day for South Africa because South Africa basically put America on notice like there's a new fucking sheriff in town, bitch, and it's not you, and we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. We're all equal. You're nobody's manager and you're nobody's leader. Like, that was some gangster shit for South Africa to do. I fuck with South Africa for that. I'm still pissed about the femicide going on in South Africa. What are we gonna do about that? Ramaphosa, what are we gonna do about that? But other than that, I mean, seeing South Africa stand up to America and then was able to like get America's allies on their side, like that's some gangster ass shit. Let me know what y'all think, because this shit is crazy.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. People were uploading Ramaphosa for how he held the G20 summit lapha Johannesburg, and balabaningi bebathi nje nabajabulile kokuthi akazange hand over to Trump because Trump uselelile nje wathi akedi wasuka lapho wathumela abafana labancane kokuthi bede kutomela iUSA le South Africa. So siyathi ukuthi uTrump vela kakase owasihloniphe South Africa, usitshela ukuthi thina sibulala belungu, usitshela nje lokwana hlezi asibeka amabala. So people are really excited ngemva kokuthi uRamaphosa ngabanikedi eAmerica athi ngeke ahande over G20 to bafana labancane. So people were just saying ukuthi uyihero uRamaphosa, usimele kahle, bantu they were just so happy bakhohlwe yonke into lebi uRamaphosa lake wayendela South Africa. So there are people who are saying ukuthi ayibo, why simncoma umuntu simncoma ekwendeni umsebenzi wakhe, bra, like he was just doing his job. Umsebenzi wakhe vele lola wendile, ayikho into le major, singakhohlwa dinkinga takhe bophala yonke into la yendile la, because sad ukuthi nogijimani mvotele futhi uRamaphosa ngijimani votele ANC because nithi wenda into lencomekako ku-G20 ngokuthi angayihandover aku-Trump nikhohlwe tonke tigigaba latendako. Hey, ngoba abantu bayakhohlwa. Please do comment what you think below down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.